Well, good morning. Just got to the venue, which is Marsh Farm. Just having a wander around. Already quite a few cars in the car park. As I'm not a member anymore, I can't turn up as early as these guys because the gates are locked. But we'll have a look around, see if we're going to go on Richardson's or Harris. Oh, they've really stripped it back as well. All the tree stumps that are left. So yeah, we'll have a wander and see where we want to go. Everyone seems to have crammed around Harris. Don't know if that's for a reason or not. I think I'm going to give Richardson's a go. There's no one on the on this bank of Richardson's at all. Okay. Ended up on Harris. Nice little swim. With the island in front of me. Let me switch this round. So we've got the island out here. And we've got some decent margins either side. I think this will do. Let's go pay the man. Well, do an exchange ticket. Then get the rest of the kit out. Well, it's not great news. I popped into the shop to just see how it's been fishing and obviously do the exchange permit with my RDAA permit. And news wasn't good. I think I'll be lucky by the sounds of it. They have the odd day recently where, you know, Tench and Crucians have come out. But they've had many days where nothing's come out, so we'll give it a go for a while. Worst case scenario, in a couple of hours, if nothing's happened, I'll pop onto Hill Pond behind me. There's a hell of a lot of smaller fish in there, and just give that a bash, just to get a bend in the rod. But let's get set up. Get fishing. So, plan of attack. Just setting up a float rod, which I've just plumbed up to the left-hand margin. I'm not going to fish that yet. I'm going to fish 2 feeders out towards the island and see how that goes, whilst feeding up the margin spot for the float at the same time. And we'll see what happens. I mean, got caster for bait, which is a winner for here. And well, hopefully something comes along. There are plenty of other fish near. There's plenty of roach, rudd, bream. Tench is really what I'm after, but it may not have warmed up enough yet. High pressure as well. We'll get the rods out and see what happens. Right, well that's the 2 feeder rods out down here. So I'm going to feed the margin spot with the casters for an hour or so. If nothing happens on the feeder rods, I'll reel one in, do a bit of float fishing for about an hour or so. If still nothing happens at all, I will move on to Hill Pond, because I don't have a huge amount of time. Sort of midday, 1 o'clock at the very latest, I need to be gone by. So it'd be nice to get something. So, quick tip on casters. Everyone already knows this, but I'll say it anyway. So when you buy a pint of casters, they'll normally come in a bag, sealed bag, like vacuum packed. And then you take them out and stick them in a pot. But it's always best to fill the pot with water. And then any that are floating around, just discard them because they're just going to float on a hook. Then you end up with this. So like these ones here, you've got a couple here that are floating. Just get rid of them. And then the rest of them, beautiful. So I've just been recasting the feeders about every 20 minutes, but nothing's happened yet. But we'll keep persisting. Well, I just had the first bite on the right hand rod. Pulled the bobbin right up and then it just snapped back down again. Could have been a line bite, but just gives me a little bit of hope that there is something around. So I won't recast that one yet. But if I've had nothing on the left hand rod. The right hand rod's on a little sort of whittled down Chilean Scopex. Hang on. Chile Scopex and Squid Boilie, or Wafter, from the Angler's Hideaway shop in Basingstoke. So if I don't get, because I've had not a single beep on the left hand rod, I've had quite a few on the right hand rod. So if nothing happens on the left hand rod, I switch over to one of these, or just take it out of the water and float fish on the margins. We'll give it another 10-15 minutes and see what happens. The reel is not sounding very healthy. Not very good. Right, well I'm going to bring this one in and crack out the float rod. Let's stick this over here. So, fishing this the same way I always do here, very, very light. So I've got a 3-pound main line. Normally I'd actually use a 2-pound or 1.5 pound hook link, but decided against it today. Very small pole float, shot dotted down the line here to a size 18 hook, and I'll put a couple of casters on the margins, see if anything's about down there. Well, not a nibble on the float or anything, it's gone very quiet. even more quiet than it was before. So I'm going to give it till 10, which is about 20 minutes or so. Then I'm going to head over to Hill Pond, just for the last sort of couple of hours. See if we can get a little something, or a little anything would be nice. I'm pretty sure, you know, they've got a much higher stocking rate in there. They still have decent Crucians to sort of over £2, I think, and Tench over 4 or something like that. But they've also got a lot of silvers. Pretty sure they've got gudgeon in there as well. So, yeah, it should be better for a bite, let's put it that way. Right, just transporting all the kit over to Hill Pond. Give that a go for a couple of hours, hopefully something happens. On Hill Pond, so I've got the feeder out on the right, float fishing in the margins on the left. Hopefully something will come along. I'm missing a lot of bites on the float now. Sure why. Lost a couple of nice roach. If it keeps happening, I'll change the hook. Bloody hell. In constant bites. At long last. Looks like a nice roach. Or rudd. Absolutely stunning. You can't beat a rudd, you really can't. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's slip it back. Oh, well, that's good. Better than a kick in the plums. Another nice rid. This one's actually a roach. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I'll happily catch these all day. Got another one on. Another red. Lovely, beautiful fish. Let's stick her back. Tench and Crucians are not paying ball. That's fine. This is good fun. You'll have to excuse the talking quietly. It's quite a busy lake. Not really used to talking loudly on the camera with everyone around. Softly, softly. the sleeper rod's been sleeping well. Not a lot happening. Must be a fair amount of fish down here. They must move around in shoals. 1 minute there's absolutely nothing, and then bloody great big bumblebee. Yeah, 1 minute there's nothing, and then you can't stop getting bites. It's all good. Treat myself to a pork pie now. To be promised more precise, pork and pickle pie. My favourite. Oh, look at them. Got the pickles spread all over the top. A thing of beauty. Lovely rod. Let's get it back. Still trying for that tench. Best to keep hydrated. I've got a bit of a headache. And it's bloody warm. I've only got about 15 minutes left. So here's hoping for a crucian or a tench. That's all I've got time for today, sadly. It's about right for me. It's way too hot. I've got a headache. So yeah, I've had a fair few fish, nothing huge, but all good fun. I'll return when it's a little bit, well, when it's been warmer for a little bit longer. Hopefully the Tench and the Crucians will wake up. But for now, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.